Okay, parents, if your students are struggling to manage their schedule or you just want to have a little more insight into it, I have a suggestion for you. I would download Google Classroom, Google Calendar, and if you need it, Google Hangouts. We'll get to that in a second. So the most important thing is our teachers should be adding every class that students need to be online, including the links to Google Calendar shortly. That's really going to help because you'll be able to go in here and see where the student's supposed to be, and they'll be able to see it on their computer. So if they ask you, you'll have it at your fingertips on your phone. No trying to log into their computer. Also with Google Classroom, what's really great, it's very powerful if you know how to use it. So when you log into Google Classroom, and again, you use the right-hand corner to switch between accounts, but when you have your student, you can switch to this nice little to-do view to see what was assigned, what's missing, and what's been done. And you can see if things have been turned in late, what was turned in this week, and even past assignments. So the other thing that you can do is by class. Usually when they go into the view, you're going to see the stream and there's all sorts of things in here. If you actually go to classwork, that's a really helpful view. And on the computer, you can even flip between these headings. But you'll be able to see what's been turned in. If it's already done, you'll even be able to see the types of comments or the points you got. And then if it's turned in, if you need to add a comment for the teacher, you can do that right there. So super powerful to keep track of things, make sure your student's on top of it if they're needing a little bit of help. Obviously older students, that's not gonna matter as much. But for some of the younger ones who are doing this for the first time, trying to learn online and get all the tech, it's really helpful if you wanna kind of keep an eye out for it. The other thing is, if your student, all the students do have access to Google Hangouts, which is great because they can send questions to the teachers, they can send questions to the other kids in class, which is really helpful. So there's definitely a real use for it. However, if you're afraid that your child's really chatting and goofing around, you can actually log into Hangouts and kind of see how much they're on there. So if you need to kind of rein that in or keep a closer eye on it, you can do that.